It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Jackson will throw again. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Jackson to the offense, come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Throwing is Jackson. Got him in, it's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson to the offense, come up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. Roberts has it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
This time, Jackson will throw it, being chased out, and he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore! An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Now Winston. He's got Evans. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston now from the 50. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He dumps it down to Ingram. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 30 on 2nd down, Winston. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. On third down, Winston. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. Now Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Well, they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on first down, Jackson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jameis to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards. One man in the backfield, that's Jones. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. A 5-yard touchdown catch as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This one fielded at the 5. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the pass brought in by Roberts. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. And some room to work. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He goes underneath to Ingram. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Wait.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? Blue way.
Check 48, come on. Stop your whining.
Let's go.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of 1 yard.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it'll be second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 12, Winston letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 12-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Ingram again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's it, baby. We're going to first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now it's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, 61 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Ready, black 22.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Devin White, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. Third down here.
12 yards to go.
Ready. 18 Gator. 18 Gator. 45. Focus, defense, focus.
Now Jackson. And he's got Snead. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's good for Baltimore. First down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
At the 17-yard line.
Turn it up. 45. Mike, 45. All right, T, let's go. All right, D.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Check 24. Check 24. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. That close to taking a fourth quarter lead, but the goalposts, they had other plans.
I thought it was on target. It looked good off his foot, but then doink, off the metal and out. And those are the kind of breaks that can definitely swing a ball game.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. One play has them to the 37 here for first and 10. To throw is Winston. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now Winston. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well. And
he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll look to run with Ingram into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And again, it's Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Ready? Slack, 25 behind.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
It nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.